Hey guys, Dan Heilman back with another video. Today we're going to quickly review what's happening today with the FOMC, the Fed meeting we have today. We have some rate cuts that will be announced. We kind of know what's going to happen here, but let's go through kind of some price action, what we expect today and what I expect to happen. It's always a wild card depending on a couple different things, but let's see the odds right now if we pull up the Fed basically predictions here for the rate cut meeting today, it looks like we have a 95.4% chance of getting a rate cut of 0.5%. It says right now our current, and then basically a 4% chance of staying at our current rate, which is 4.5 to 4.75%. Okay, so that's what we have currently, and we basically will be getting a very small rate cut. Now, the rate cut itself doesn't really determine if the market is going to go up or down. So there is some other information here, though. It says that we'll also be getting building permits preliminary. So basically, the previous was 1.419, meaning that's how many, I don't even know what it is, building permits per X amount of people, maybe. And then here's the forecast and then the actual. So we'll get that today, which kind of just says how the housing market is doing. Inflation has been mostly due to housing for the last couple of meetings. Obviously it changes every time, but housing has been a big portion of that as well. So we have the FOMC meeting, and it will mostly just be what color tie he has on. If you guys don't know, whatever Jerome Powell has for the meeting, what color tie he has, seems to have more pull on the market than the interest rate decision. But really, it's just going to be how he talks about the market. Is he saying, we're going to continue to have rate cuts because, interest rates need to come down because of inflation, etc. And usually as the interest rates come down, that usually means that risk assets are going to go up, because if the interest rate is really high, why would you have risk assets when you can just hold, bonds, for example, that give you X amount percent? But if they go down really low, then you're kind of forced to make a decision. And then usually that means, risk assets like stocks and crypto can go up. Now, that's not always the case, because if you are cutting into a big economic slowdown, a big recession, usually that can be the opposite, right? It can be a bad sign that we're going into a recession. Now, with all the stuff we've talked about on the channel for a while and all the stuff that FOMC and the Fed has been talking about, the jobs data has been okay, relatively. So, I don't think there's any risk of a recession in the coming next couple months, but over time we may see that happen. So let's go over Bitcoin price action real quick and just kind of talk about what's happening here. We basically had a little bit of a pullback last night. If you saw my video yesterday, I opened up a trade down in here, and I actually closed up my trade up here in like, I don't know, 10 to 20% profit, because it looked like it was slowing down. I'm happy I closed it, because now we're down here. And a little bit of the altcoin market is bleeding again. Coin had a nice pump yesterday, and then now has come back down. It looks like XLM is doing pretty good today. So we have kind of popped out of this, not really. We tried to pop out here and then we came back down, and now we're trying to retest this again. So you can see there's some clear resistance up around here. So if we can get above that, then that'll be nice. XRP, everyone was talking about how the RLUSD got launched yesterday. I still don't think there's a lot that RLUSD has to do with XRP. It's not going to cause, massive burning of tokens. XRP has actually printed 7 billion tokens in the last month. So I don't think it's going to reduce the supply that much. And I don't think it has that much effect on the price. I see people on Twitter talking about it all the time. I still think XRP is going to go up to, I don't know, maybe $4 max this cycle. That's my prediction. Again, that's just based on some risk curves and kind of the market cap. I think a lot of people, keep calling it for it to go so high that I feel like a lot of people are going to be disappointed, unfortunately. I do have a lot of XRP, and I will be taking profits this cycle. So I will be taking some if we can get back to the old all-time high of about 2.9. I'll take some profits, and then I'll probably get rid of the rest of mine up to about $4. That's just me personally. And I will make videos whenever I sell anything. I have yet to really sell anything, and I've been accumulating cryptocurrency since 2017. So I want to be fully transparent about what I do on the channel, when I sell, when I buy. I've talked a lot about my portfolio and kind of my cost basis for a lot of coins. So I will keep you up to date. If you are interested in that, feel free to hit that subscribe button and the like button down below. It helps me out a lot. Yeah, so that's what we got going on. Let's look through some other coins, see what we got going on. TARS AI, again, one of my favorite coins that I've been purchasing lately, has kind of been stuck into this range for a while. I think when we see AI have another big push, again, this is a small market cap coin. You can get it on Bitunix. If you want to open up a Bitunix account, feel free to use my link in the description below. It gives you a nice discount on fees, so that's pretty cool. Feel free to use that, and it is legal in America for leverage trading and buying spot. This is one of the only exchanges you can get TARS AI. Big fan of that one. Notcoin is another meme coin / gaming coin that I have invested in and have a holding. So this one is kind of been bouncing off this channel for a while. You can see I've had a couple lines here, but we've kind of gone up and then come back down, retested, come back up. We'll see what happens there over time. I'm pretty bullish on that one long term. What else we got going on? C-Pool and OM, some real world asset tokens. I'm bullish on these two as well. What else we got? Syrup is kind of retesting. We had a massive pump of 50%, and now we're kind of going back down and retesting kind of this bottom level that we've been at. So we've kind of been bleeding a lot. We've seen some big spikes. Maybe something will happen here, maybe not. Puffer is another one that I have invested in that is doing pretty good today. What else we got going on? Ronin is another one that's doing pretty good. So Ronin is one of my gaming plays that I've had for a while. The performance has been kind of bad if you look at it over the course of when it got launched. So it got launched back here, and it basically ended up going down about 72%. But now from the bottom, we are back up at 98%, so that's good. We're still down from the overall. This is when it got launched on Coinbase, so I do have a lot of my spot holdings on Coinbase, so I do have one of this as one of my gaming plays, so we'll see what happens there. But yeah, so Fed meeting today, we'll see what happens. If he is very positive outlook on the economy, then I think we will do very well. And I think we will pump a lot. And I think that kind of is going to happen anyways. We still have the chance to come down and retest this $100,000 price point. That would basically allow us to hit this trend line and hit the old all-time high around 100K. So there's a big sentimental value there. So if we go down to that, you may see some big buys. Otherwise, when we get good news from Jerome Powell today, or basically the color of his tie, we'll see which one affects the market more today. And we'll see if we're going to go up or down. So the red lines I have on here are basically daily highs, and we've been hitting daily new all-time highs. There's one here at 104, and then we hit 106, and then we hit 108, and then we hit, almost 109. And those are kind of our highs for the daily candles. You can see right here how they correspond. So I like to mark these on here because usually when we come back and retest, we will retest these same numbers. I also put some psychological values on here. 110K we're getting close to, 120K's up here, and then yeah, I think we'll still hit, I think we'll get pretty close to 200, if not past 200 this cycle. That is my base case for the price of Bitcoin. So we'll see what happens. And then altcoin season should start again. So we kind of, we're in Bitcoin season very heavily, and then altcoins ran pretty hard, and you can see Bitcoin dominance dropping. This is just the percentage of money in Bitcoin versus the rest of the market. So it got all the way up to about 62% almost, and then it came all the way down to about 54. Now we're retesting this channel again. So we're retesting it, and now we're coming back down. So hopefully we're going to break out of this in the next month or so and start the next phase of the cycle, which is altcoin season. And it looks like this right here. So as you can see here, this is what we're looking for altcoin season. Bitcoin dominance will drop. Now that doesn't mean that the price of Bitcoin has to go down. It just means that the price of altcoins is going up faster than the price of Bitcoin. So this little orange line I have here is what I am guessing will happen. And you can see over time, again, I mentioned this in another video, but over time, this percentages always goes down. So eventually these trend lines will break because you can't go below 0%. So, okay, that's going to be it for the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Just wanted to quickly talk about what I predict will happen today. It's all going to be on how Mr. Jerome Powell is feeling and how he speaks about the price of not the price, the economy. So we'll see what happens. And that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like, hit the subscribe button. If you do want to trade on any of the exchanges, I trade on Bitunix a lot. Feel free to use the link in the description below. I am a huge fan of Bitunix, definitely one of my most favorite exchanges here. I have a lot of trades open and I continue to trade. I have an XRP trade open, dot trade now that is in the negative. I'm going to add a little bit more. I'm going to pick up another position on DOT because it's low. I'm pretty bullish on DOT over the next couple months here. I think DOT could easily hit 60 bucks. So I'm looking forward to that one. And Bitcoin, I have my trade open, so feel free to leverage trade. I made a video yesterday on leverage trading. Didn't get a lot of views, but that's okay. I'm trying to make all sorts of views and all sorts of videos for my viewers. So if you want to recommend anything, feel free to join the Discord, put some video suggestions in there, and that's it for the video. Have a great day, everyone. See you guys.